Hey everybody, my name is Ricky Rios. I live in Garnett, Kansas. I work in Paola, Kansas. Live with my wife Erin, my daughter Maggie. I work at Lake Mary Psychiatric Residential Treatment Facility. We have kids from all over the United States come. It's a special education school only. About 65 residential students, 45 day students during the day. Um, all of varying different needs. Everybody's on an IEP though. Everybody gets the special education services. And then a lot of our residential students also receive psychiatric services within and along with medical, all that stuff while they're there. Home away from home sort of thing. Um, Kids can be there for a really long time. They can be there a short time, just kind of depends. So it's kind of a high needs group, needs to be highly structured, um, making sure that we always know where we're going and what we're doing. Um, and I guess if anybody ever wanted to ask any more questions about Lake Mary, I'd love to tell you all about it because I genuinely love it and think that it is a big difference from a lot of other teaching situations. But we could go in that later. Anyways, so something I would want to change. I would want to, there's a couple things that I don't know if they always need to be changing, but I love to question and see what it would look like in a different system. One would be how IEPs are transferred from state to state. We work on really hard on our IEPs. We work on transitional goals that are working to meet what the kid wants to do with the future. Because most of our kids will not go on to college. Most of our kids won't even sniff a JUCO. They're going to go live in a group home and maybe go work in some other kind of adult living work situation with a job coach, with somebody with them all the time. They can't do a lot independently. So we work on transition goals like living by yourself, making your bed, making sure you understand what the daily weather is going to be like, or knowing how to do basic measurements for your job, things like that. So very transitional based functional goals is the way we write an IEP. And then once we have a kid leave to go back to their home state, because they're from all over the United States, the home state basically sometimes rips up our IEP and says, well, we're going to rewrite it and do it differently because it's not the math goal doesn't look for how to do solve for x, do algebraic equations, when the truth of the matter is this kid could probably barely do double digit addition. So it's frustrating, or count money, things like that. So it's very frustrating. So I'd love to see a more comprehensive approach to writing an IEP, passing it on to the next state, and not just giving them the leeway to do whatever they want with it at that point. The other thing I'd love to, always change or have to discussion is I'm actually for state testing. I think it's a benefit. It can see where students are, and that's not to slight teachers and the work that they do, but to understand where students are and what we need to do to get them where they need to be. But what I think we're testing sometimes is the misguided part. Once again, knowing if a student can solve for X, I don't always know if is the best thing, but maybe more of an ASVAB approach, mechanical operations, things like that. Can they change the oil in their car? Can they do laundry? Putting common sense back into school, I think, is something that has been lost in a lot of situations. So just something I would like to see changed, or possibly always like to have discussion about. So I wish you all the best of luck this semester and look forward to working with you.